Good afternoon, traders. It's been really a while since our last video, probably 1, 2, or even more months. So I am not sure if I still remember how to use my Camtasia app for videos. I hope that microphone is connected and everything is working well. Sorry for such an absence with videos. It was due to my health problems, due to my some family issues, also due to activity in our chat. So some little things really came together that I wasn't so motivated. But now I'm really ready to share this with you, because I was working in this whole time in my own way of trading. A lot has changed in the past maybe 1 year. Maybe new members do not see this, but there are still in our group traders who are following me for 3 years when I was even a student. So 3 years is a lot. These guys really were witnessed all my change. Yeah, the whole change from the aggressive scalper to very conservative trader now. So it was a long story. But okay, I want to start with my markups. To be honest, I use 3 screens. Yeah, and I'm recording just in one, so I made some print screens, what I have on each screen. This is what I have on left. Yeah, if that matters, of course, which side it is. This is what I have on left. On the M5, I use bookmap with settings here. This is just the print screen. But here I have settings volume to the 125. This is what I tested plenty of times. The standard mode is set to 100, but I prefer 125, something different. And it just shows, as you can see here, at New York, a lot of mess, but I'm not trading New York. I'm trading London, so it's way less mess. Just few important areas where someone probably set a limit or stop order. Then what I have, M1 with VWAP with -2 and -4, +2 and +4 deviations. I don't use the standard one like 1, 2, 3. I use every second. Yeah, 2 and +4. And also, of course, imbalances set to 0 with horizontal way. I'm not using the diagonal or like cross with bid and ask. I use the horizontal way. So these 2 tools I have in my chart, and of course the volume. Why M1? Because I was an aggressive scalper for over 2 or 3 years. So this is for me like sentimental thing. I still read the charts better on M1 maybe. I see more patterns, because when you do something for a long time, you are coding your mind, your brain. So for me, M1, I see a lot of things like liquidity grabs, break of structures, the smaller ones, like smaller supply. Because I trained my eyes in the past years, so M1 is giving me great confirmation, which I couldn't see on M5. Yeah, so I'm still watching this. Only few times in the past months I took entry based on M1. Yeah, now I am waiting for the closure of M5 candle always. This is just because I love. Yeah, I love this. I love to see liquidity grabs and some deeper invaders. So a lot of things. Yeah, I'm watching this on M1. H4. This is something new. I use this maybe like 2-3 weeks only. I learned from Ed. Ed is also following me for a while, and I started following him because of his view on the higher time frames. Yeah, Ed is trading daily candles H4, and I found this really very nice. For me, it helps to find the trend, yeah, the what is going on for a long period of time. This is I use this also with market profile set to the weekly. I can see the weekly levels, weekly POC. It helped really to find the first idea, initial idea, what to look for, if I want to buy or sell, and then I'm going to lower and lower and lower time frames to find the correct bias or even short-term bias, because I am a scalper. I don't want to aim for 50 pips. Not yet, maybe in future, but I want quick money and not sitting on the trade a couple of hours. And the last window here, is the M15. I use here VWAP, just the main line, daily market profile, and also imbalances with same settings as here on the M1. On the M15, I made most of my markups as a supply, demand. I use the high volume areas to find the zones. Also, I mark key levels, especially DPOC, the level where it was the biggest volume in current day. I mark also VAL and WAH. I'm not sure if I'm reading this correctly. This is just in Polish, VAL and WAH. So it's volume area high and volume area low. So the maximum gray level here and also the minimum gray level. This is the most traded volume from the day. And the third thing, also some new members asking me, is VS. What is VS? This is the volume spike. So also like here, volume spike. So very large, definitely large level, for me. So I would mark this one, maybe here at the bottom, maybe somewhere here also. Depends, of course, on the day. Or here, you can see how big volume spike was here, way bigger than everything before. Also on weekly, the volume spikes are important. You can see here, this is definitely volume spike, this level. It was broken, retested, beautiful, So volume spikes are important. Okay, so this is what I have in left. I'm just watching this. And M15, of course, this is main analysis for me. Okay, so again, about M5 and the bookmap. Very important. I don't use this for entries because these all the dots, points, or something like or levels, these are resting orders. So we will never know if these are buy or sell stop orders or buy or sell limit orders. If that would be only limit orders, I would probably also looking for entries, based on these levels. But these could be stop orders just to attract the price to make I forget the word. Just to continue the powerful and momentum move. Yes, here in this case you can see that it was rejection, so it worked as a buy limit order, but could be buy stop. Like for example here, here someone was interested, and the prices didn't react. It fell down, so he was sell stop order. Same brown color, he was buy limit. So I use this as a TP because this is the potential dangerous area of maybe reversal or continuation. So if something is danger, I don't want to be in the trade. Okay, next window. My main screen, the middle one, is on M5. I mark here my delta zones. You can find a lot of about this in the library section for new members. This is definitely after the course, okay? I use delta zones, volume zones. As you can see, I use the volumes alert in this chart, not typical volumes. I tested few pairs, and for me, on GU, it works with alert set to 1000. It's just my own observation. You know that when I'm sharing something, it means that I really spent a lot of time doing testing and trading with this. So I'm mark the demand here and also supply based on the high volume candles. Yeah, over 1000 means a lot, really, a lot of contracts in just 5 minutes. So I'm interested in such levels. What next? I use here also imbalances as on M15 and M1. There's nothing changed here. And also VWAP with -2 and +4 deviations. Even on the course, I mentioned that the VWAP is black magic for me because of two schools. Yeah, if the price is below the VWAP, one could say that we are bearish, or another could say we are bullish because price want to go to VWAP. I also use the VWAP levels as a TPs to see what price is doing on my way. It's very helpful. Really, what matters for me the most is only price action and to find correct entry. Nothing else matters for me, just entry. And then I'm watching the price to find logical, safe, not without any greed TP, where I want to close my position. So I use mostly some tools just for TPs, and okay, imbalances and volume is for me for entries, but like VWAP or bookmap, these are for me TPs. Yeah, this is for me just help where potentially I can expect the reversal or some mass or range. I don't want to be on ranging market, even on M1, because I don't want to waste my time in 20 minutes range for nothing. Yeah. Okay, and then and also I have here delta. Yeah, this I mark delta zones. Like here, yeah. This is not only volume demand based on this, on over 1000 volume, but also based on the delta. Here we have highly negative delta, but price went up. So here were probably on the wick of this candle, here were buy limit orders. Yeah, so that's why we see this as a negative delta. A lot of bid orders because it was filling the buy limit orders. So that's why we seen buys on the bid side, not ask. Because on ask side, we see aggressive buyers. Okay. Third screen, my right screen, is footprint. Footprint chart set to 5 minute to delta. I have here on the right side also market profile or volume profile. And I mark here OHLC gaps. Here's a nice example. You can see these two candles are touching each other by a corner. So this means for me very sharp move. Yeah, without covering clusters before, just a sharp move. I found this very interesting. I use this every single day for my markups. And what I'm marking here as well are imbalances. Yeah, here the lower line is this imbalance, that one. Yeah, from the middle, the leg out from the demand zone. Why I'm doing this on footprint? Because every single broker can differ with data. My trading body is stocks. I'm trading with stocks few times a week together, and we both use different brokers. And when my broker is already touching the imbalance, for example, stocks still waiting, because the wick of the candle is different. And what is not cheating us? The footprint, because these are the same data, and I'm just watching if the price tapped the level or not. So I don't need to be focused on the wicks here, because wicks can be different, the candles, gaps, everything can be different by each broker. Even last time when I was trading with stocks last week, I didn't enter a trade because price didn't touch my VWAP. I wasn't sure about the entry, and stocks was already in, because on his chart it was 4 pips difference. A lot, 4 pips difference of the wick of the candle, and stocks was already selling when I was waiting, and I missed the entry. Crazy, so I love to draw important levels on my footprint chart, because this never lies. Now I'm back on my chart. You can see this, far away, 27 imbalance. Really, why I know this is 27? Because I updated my footprint. With the old version, like 3-4 months older, when you have delta, you don't see imbalances. Now this is the additional function, so I don't need to see the bid and ask footprint to know if there was an imbalance or not. So very, very useful option. Okay, so I want to show you about today's setup. I didn't take this here. I'm not trading bank holidays, but price moved really nice. Damn, it's almost 20 minutes. I hope my voice is recorded because I don't want to make it second time. Good. Where is the footprint? Okay. This whole price action from Friday, the big sell-off with the reaction of the supply to the week. I shared this supply with you on the Friday's morning. Take a look how accurate zone it was. Here was something really huge waiting to sell. So here we had definitely supply. Let's check if this covered with the volume profile. Here we have some volume spike, here too. Let's mark this from here. It missed, but here's another one. Another volume spike. So I would mark this as well. So that this is our supply zone, the break of previous demand. So the first idea would be, after seeing such a move, so I will delete this again, I would expect my first bias would be to short, to look for a short entry. So what happened just before the London? Yes, I'm not trading Frankfurt. To be honest, I lost few times in a row, but a long time ago, not even this year. I lost few times in a row in Frankfurt, because trading Frankfurt you have really not too much time to find a good setup, to find good take profit just before London. Yes, this is 1 hour window. A lot can happen. Frankfurt can do fast move or just create liquidity for Londoners. So I stopped trading Frankfurt and watching anything during this session, the beginning of this session. So 8:05 we had a OHLC gap. 5 minutes before Frankfurt, price did a great absorption. Yeah, this is absorption. Highly negative delta, but price is not going down, but up. So what does it mean? That here were buy limit orders. Maybe placed just before the Frankfurt by Frankfurters, yeah. Just to move the price few pips. Price is still above OHLC gap, but our bias based on the higher time frame could be bearish because we are in the supply zone. So it's happening before London. We also have, take a look, big shift on delta from the negative ones to the positive. Yeah, from -2 to 79. I could say that this is big shift on delta. We have positive delta on this small 15 minutes range, yes, 3-5 minute candles, but price is not going up. So potentially we can think that these are the sell limit orders. But we cannot enter the trade. I was doing this before, to be honest. Yes, I admit. But these could be also aggressive buyers just waiting for bigger volume. Yeah, without confirmation, it's just very aggressive or very risky. Just believe that these are sell limit orders based only on this, that this is highly positive delta. And we are on the supply. So yeah, I agree that this is very big probability of reversal, but really sometimes can happen that this is boom, leg out to the upside. Better to wait. I love to wait for kind of combination. If I'm looking for sell, yes, my bias is short, to short the market, I love to see the combination at first positive delta, price not moving up, and then shift on delta to the negative delta. Yes, so the combination is like to see at first passive sellers and then aggressive sellers. Same with buy positions. Yes? When I'm looking for a buys, I would love to see at first, this is not a great example, but I'd love to see at first a highly negative delta, price not moving down, so really potentially these could be buy limit orders, and then boom, shift on delta to see only positive delta as aggressive buyers also joined the market because they seen what the biggest players already did. So really good and safe to wait always for shift on delta. And this is for me shift on delta. It's from 58 to -103. It's a big difference between those two, but still it wasn't break of structure. Yeah, better to wait, especially it was just 15 or 10 minutes before London. Better to wait. So if we have here passive sellers, yeah, highly positive delta, but price not moving up. Sorry that I'm still repeating, but I want to see that everyone understood, even with my English. We have here break of structure on footprint. It's so clean to see break of structures. Yeah, this one candle 950 and 955 broke the structure, beautiful. Yeah, and we are still negative in delta. So here were passive sellers and aggressive sellers joining the market right before the London. And London, take a look, here is opening of the candle. It just went a bit up for more aggressive sellers and so huge volume from 82 to 743. Is big difference on the volume. This high volume attacked our OHLC gap. And if you remember from the course, I think even from the intermediate part, the super high volume in the zone is high, it gives high probability of breaking it. And it happened. Yeah, so again, the story is beautiful. The M15 is showing us, let's do this. The M15 here is showing us huge leg out. So the first initial idea is looking for a short. Then we see passive sellers, break of structure, aggressive sellers again, breaking the OHLC gap. Yeah, he was the sharp move, and it was broken by the first 10 minutes of London. What I would do if not bank holiday day today, I would enter. Yeah, the OHLC gap is broken with high volume. I already found sellers from the biggest institutions because I believe that only the biggest guys are trading with such a chill out and setting the limit orders, and then aggressive are all the rest, and also we are aggressive. And if price is below the OHLC gap in London, I want to be with them. Yes, I want to short with all these guys, and this is not so big distance already. Yeah, take a look here. I mark with the small purple zone the OHLC gap between these two candles, 805 and 810. Here was the rejection on the footprint, and that one candle with the leg out with the wick is a London opening candle, attacked with high volume, and the next candle broke it. So increasing volume coming to the VWAP broke the OHLC gap. Bias is bearish. And then take a look on the safe stop loss. Almost 12 pips. I would take this. Why? Because what I learned in the last couple of weeks, and really long weeks, so I could say maybe months, is that my stop loss really doesn't matter. It should be safe, just safe. What matters is my entry, and that I see the logic on my entry that is correct with the bias. So no matter if this is 5 pips, of course, would be great, yes, for a lot of money. But if this is 5, 10, or sometimes even 15 pips, why not to take the trade if this is already beginning of the trade? Yeah, of course, I wouldn't be looking for entry like here, 30 pips. The move could be already done. But here I see that this is just the first few minutes of London, and the move already just started. We are just breaking the first level on the way, the OHLC gap, to confirm the bias. So the 12 pips shouldn't really matter, yeah, if this is a lot or not. What to aim for in such a setup? My logic should be the first safe area on my way. Yeah, so to be honest, I was doing paper trading, and my TP was set here to the minus to the 27 imbalance. It is reached now. Yeah, not long time ago. It was reached, but to be honest, I moved my take profit during the trade, and I will explain you why. I just don't like anything dangerous during my trade. Yeah, so if I entered here and was aiming for closure of the M5, always closure of the candle, it was 31 pips, so almost 3 hour, 2.5 hour setup. It's good. It's a really good reward. Then take a look what happened on the book map. Yeah, I was aiming somewhere here and appeared something dangerous. Yeah, maybe buy limit orders or maybe sell stop, but it appeared during the trade. Yes, some kind of potential support level. Who could know in the earth? Yeah, what is that? But something appeared, and it was still holded when I was close to my TP. So why to hold? Let's check this. Why to hold for 4 pips more if I see some wall, some barrier, something dangerous? Yeah. As Tom Hogwarts is saying, maybe this is very bad words, not nice, but he's saying don't be a dick for a tick. Yes, it is just 4 pips after 25 pips move already. So I would close. And then I also confirmed this on the H4 that it was here, or the small, tiny level, but very powerful. Yeah? It was the weekly volume spike from previous week. And also on M15, it was the value area low. Here, when was the first reaction? Yeah? It was the value area low. One of the important key levels I'm marking on M15. So it's sometimes happening, yeah, that I see some potential TP on M5, but forgot to watch also different time frames. Trading is really not that easy, and it's not money-making machine. We need to analyze a lot, not just watching just one time frame. Yeah, we need to be multitask to see the important levels. So anyway, yeah, I'm happy that price reached my initial TP, but it could also reverse from here. Yeah, it was the weekly volume spike and from the Friday's value area low. A lot of, and here even perfect opening of the market. Yeah, it was big support. So few things came together just to manual close of the trade. Don't be greedy, really. Don't believe on reversals, because price could be there almost at your entry. Why to hold so long the bad trade? What I want to tell you also is that I shared with you this guy, the Umar Ashraf. I am very big fan. Yeah, I never knew that I will follow someone for such a long time because I feel I'm independent. I'm full-time trader. I'm making money from trading, and I know my value. Yeah, I know how good I am. That I can really live from that. So I thought that I don't need anyone else. Yeah, because why? Why should I follow someone if I know my technique and how I trade? That this is the profitable way. But the Umar he's trading stocks. Yeah, so not our market, but he gives a lot of very valuable tips on his videos, on his shorts. Even here, yeah, every trader needs to learn how to lose. Really, very, very nice videos. And why I like him the most? Because he's trading with footprint. He's trading with delta and shift on delta. Really, he uses very similar techniques. It's not that I advertise this guy, yeah, but he used different, very similar techniques in his stock markets, and he's also profitable. This guy is trading 14 million account, and he was 10 years ago he was a pizza boy, pizza delivery boy. His mindset is very strong. I also learning something from him, but what I wanted to say is that he is also aiming for 2 to the 4 hour trades. Yeah, no fluff, no sugarcoating, no bullshit. A lot of self-proclaimed educators, so be aware on this, on Instagram are showing how easy it is to make 1 to 10, 1 to 12, 1 to 50, or I don't know, 1 to 8. No, try to treat this as a business. Don't make also my mistakes. I just found, this is my profile, yeah, in my Instagram. I found some old posts from 1.5, 2 years ago, when I was in the phase of, oh wow, I'm independent, I broke some system, and I want to share with the whole world how good I am. Really, it was something bad. I know that this is bad. I needed to learn this, of course. We all change from time in the time. So I feel like what I was doing here, like I was a kid, really. It was the first happiness, yeah, that I know how to trade. I learned this by myself, mostly by myself, and I wanted to show others how good I am, how I trade. I wanted to teach people, but this is not good. The show off. Yeah, I call this show off. Sharing the statements, the bank withdrawals, broker withdrawals. I am not proud, to be honest, that I was doing this, because the money I earn should be just for me. I was doing this for over a year. Yeah, show off. Only show off. The one word is show off. But take a look on one of the posts I found. I was then trading on M1. It is 70 weeks or 1.5 years ago. Take a look this shit. Sorry for the word. 16R in 3 hours. And then what I wrote here. I figured it was a lot anyway. Good strategy is one thing, but greed cannot control us either. So something was in my mind almost 1.5 years ago. I knew that I am not doing good. But yeah, take a look on this. Imbalance entry, like in the course. Yeah, very tight stop loss. And aiming for, wow, crazy. Probably I would close this even maybe here with 1 to the 3, yeah, and the first high and the rejection week. So don't be greedy, guys. My way was very hard to be independent, and I'm still changing something in my mind, in my approach. This is just Instagram show off. I feel, and I am also sure that I am an honest guy and sometimes, usually, humble. Hard to say positives about yourself. But be aware that 90%, if not more, on Instagram or Facebook, this is just bullshit, because everyone can put such a things on the trading view, yeah, and show, take a look, I took this 1 to 20, 1 to 16. Now I found money is not everything. Yeah, exactly. Money is not everything, guys. This is also what I found on this Tom Hogwarts I told you before with this. My advice is to read his book. I know that a lot of guys, you already did this. Best Loser Wins. This guy is very good trader. For me personally, sometimes risking too much, because he's able to risk $100,000 to close with 70. Yeah, and I'm not a fan of such an approach, but as a motivational guy or motivational speaker, he is perfect. Yeah, he's perfect. Very useful book with a lot of very good tips, and also not any advertise. I'm not taking any money. There are not ref links to follow Umar or Tom. But what Tom says is, do not focus on the gains, on the rewards. Just focus on the entry and stop loss. Yeah, what you are able to risk. So that's why I am no more trader for 3 pips stop loss or always 5 pips stop loss. What matters for me is logical entry, just this. If, of course, the logical entry should be as close to the beginning of the wave as possible, and not in the middle, because maybe he was also logical entry, maybe that was absorption. Yeah, and there could be maybe stop loss here, yeah, but I'm reversal trader. My technique is based on reversals. For other groups of people, that could be very aggressive, yeah, because I'm not going with the trend, I'm changing it. Yeah, I want to join the change of the trend. The whole Asian was bullish, yeah, but London showed different intention. There were only aggressive sellers. So if I see that this is beginning, why not to enter? No matter, as I said in the beginning, if this is 5, 10, 15, why not? Why not to enter with 15 pips if I see that the distance is big, yeah, for a potential TP? If something will happen during the trade, like here, yeah, like 10 minutes after my entry, okay, I will close. Without a hope that this is nothing, yeah. For example, on the book map, yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, where was the entry? I don't see this now. Okay, never mind. But do not have hope. Just close, yeah. Just close the trade if you don't feel comfortable, or maybe you don't feel comfortable because you trade with too big lot size. Yeah, that's why you want to close the trade too quickly. But I think that at least 1.5 hour is really possible with bigger stop losses. And some could say that this gives no room for mistakes. Yeah, but if you see day by day exactly same setup with passive seller and then confirmed by aggressive seller, why not to enter here? This is you don't need the room for mistake then, because all your entries are logical. Of course, you will never win 100% of setups, but for me, it shouldn't matter if I want to trade just for 2 hours. But if I am trading 2 hours every day and lose one time, yeah, so I can still finish the week with 7 hours. And if someone is aiming for 3, 5, 7 hours and lost 3 times in a row because the stop loss was very tight, this is losing the confidence, the self-confidence, and also just aiming for luck that this time the move will be really fast and big and the RR will cover all the losses. I prefer now 2 hours. Maybe this is based on my life, my personal life now, like the family issues or health problems, that I want to trade more conservative way with bigger stop losses, aiming for low, but really making this every day or most of days in the week. Just think about this, guys. What you want from your trading, consistency or luck? Yeah, for me, now, with my approach, the trading with really tight stop loss is, with current market, of course, it could be luck. Maybe I was lucky for over a year sharing my trades on Instagram. 2 years ago, or even on last year, before the summer, because I think that then I stopped sharing any of my financial results. Maybe I got just luck. Yeah, but market is also different. Now it's no more possible to use 3 pips, at least 5 or 6, because the candles changed. The candles are a bit bigger now. So it doesn't mean, of course, that the course for new members is no more valid. It is, because it shows the logic, where to set the stop loss and where to aim for. Yeah, the stop loss, the highs or lows. Just before it was 3 pips, now I think that it's 5 or at least 6. So if you are disappointed, sorry guys, but I'm no more aiming for 5, 6 R. This is no more me. Yeah, I want safe profits. But as I said, maybe my personal life made huge impact on this approach, because I want save money. Save money from trading without playing games and sharing 15-hour setups or 16-hour, yeah, like my old one on Instagram. So now, as a summary, I wait for positive or negative delta in my zone. Yeah, to wait for confirmation, break of structure, and then confirmation. I'm no more also trading like 3-4 months ago that I see the absorption and boom, I'm in the trade. Like here, for example, yeah, old me would enter here on top. Wow, because I see highly positive delta, we are in the supply, I am ready to sell. No, from now I am not doing this. I am waiting for aggressive sellers. So as I said, yeah, there need to be a combination of passive and then aggressive. Not only passive or not only aggressive. I want to see both. And this is the summary in one word of how I trade. Combination, yeah, with both guys. Sellers, passive and aggressive, then I would enter the trade, no matter how big stop loss is. Of course, I would never use 20 pips, yeah, this is too far, too big. But 12, 15, I think that this is good if we are aiming for at least 25 pips. But again, if you will get better and better, try to trade without TP. Just watch where the price maybe want to go. Yeah, of course, you could also use the higher edge of demand as your TP, but then watch the price behavior. Yeah, what is going on the footprint, if this is any absorption signs of the way or any resting orders on the book map. And then just move your take profit higher and higher and higher when you are selling. No need to be greedy, guys, if you want to survive in this market. Yeah, because making money from trading is not easy. You can win 5 times in a row, but it doesn't make you a master. Yeah, it maybe just made you a lucky guy, a woman. Sorry. Oh, my microphone moved. This is just summary of my new view that I am no more greedy. You may disagree or not. I just think that if big guys are doing this, they are doing this for some reason. They're trading millions. Yeah, they don't want to risk for few pips more or 10 pips more. I completely agree with this now. I remember my videos from last year when I was saying that, oh no, this setup is for 4R or 3R. I'm not touching this. Yeah, I exactly remember my own words from the summary of the day videos. My minimum setup was always 5R. Yeah, 3 pips stop loss and 15 pips TP, at least. Now, no, I prefer bigger stop loss and then watching the price. It came with time, of course, such approach. I took dozens of trades, and I think that this is the also good mature approach. And please let me know your thoughts on the off-topic channel after this video. If I want to know if you understood the concept, the current concept of trading, of finding the bias and entries. But also, again, I want to say that it doesn't mean that the course is no more valid, because sorry, need to drink. Because still the conservative entries could be done from the imbalances or from the VWAP as on the library section, yeah, the anchored VWAP. I just mix a lot of techniques to find my bias, but the most favorite one is of course the absorption way. Everything I shared with you is still valid, and you can trade. I think that the best idea for beginners with TVT would be to stay loyal to one technique, to not make you confused, yes, about other things. Choose one, try to be loyal for a while, and then check another one. Yeah, I know that, for example, Sandra from our group, she has also own group. She usually trades with reaction of the imbalances, the bigger imbalances, as a conservative way. It was for really 2 years my favorite way of trading. It's a very good one, and I know that she's loyal with this. I also know another member. He's trading only the anchored VWAP technique. And maybe with bit lower accuracy, but he's making money. He finished the challenge. It was, wow, maybe in February or March, long time ago, and he's still doing some money. Be loyal, yeah. Then you can mix all your knowledge to be really profitable. Okay, guys, thank you for watching this video. Hope it makes some sense, and that you didn't fall asleep. Have a good day, and probably I will take this week off because this is the last week of my kids' holiday. The kindergarten was closed for 3 weeks. He will come back to kindergarten at 4th. Yeah, 4th September. It's Monday, next Monday. So probably I will spend more time with him. Maybe I will share some potential trades on Instagram, maybe on Gold, maybe on GU, maybe also on Discord as well. But these will be not my trades, to be honest. Yeah, I am not trading this week, so just don't want to I just don't want to see that you are disappointed because I shared something on Instagram. Great trade, great setup, blah blah blah. But I am telling you now, I am not trading this week. Yeah, I will share only setups, but I will also share with you my zones of interest. This thing I can do. I can promise this. At least for the next 3 days. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I can share my zones, but I will not trade and I will be not so active on the Discord. So please forgive me. I'm just honestly telling you this now. If you watched this video to the end, of course. But if someone will attack me on the Discord and I will be absent, please, if you could say then, or the message then that. But Seb told on the video that he will be absent. No, just kidding. But I'm just not working on Discord 24 hours a day. Yeah, and especially on the weekends. On the weekends, sometimes I can reply the message, but I can forget also to reply. Yeah, this weekend family time I spend usually with this little devil. Yeah, my little almost 5 years old boy. Okay, guys, so I will share the setups zones. I will be absent, and I'm just waiting for your thoughts after this video. If the trading is understandable or if the RR gains are acceptable for you, and just really your thoughts after this. What should major trader do? How to trade? Which way to choose? I'm really curious about your opinions. This video is almost 2 times longer than I thought, so sorry. Yeah, maybe I will come back to record videos. I like this. I feel good today. Very good emotions after recording this. Now I will check if the voice is also recorded, and I wish you a very, very good day and week. Bye bye, guys.